Georgia diamonds, my state of mind. I'm drowning in the ocean.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Allison. Welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's having a good Thanksgiving. Today's Thanksgiving Day, so I had a great one. Hopefully you guys did too. This video is going to be about like my makeup first. So this is going to be kind of like what got me into makeup, basically what started it all. So we're just going to jump right into the video. So what do we want to start with? Let's start with foundation. So this one's like falling apart, so I'm going to be careful with it because I'll get powder everywhere. But this is the Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. I was using this before I started using liquid foundation. I don't know why, but for the longest time I couldn't find a liquid foundation that looked right on my skin. So I was like, oh, I can only use powders and that's the only thing that works. So I did that for the longest time ever. And then eventually once I found a foundation that worked for me, this is the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream. And it's titled as a BB cream, but it's really like a lightweight foundation. And it's matte, and this is kind of just what I originally started using for foundation, liquid foundation. Let's see, what else do we have here? Okay, so this is a blush, and they say it's a blush palette, but I think this shade could be used as a bronzer. This is the Pacifica Coconut Blushes. Now, I got this in one of my Ipsy bags a few years ago. I haven't hit pan on it yet, but I've used it a good bit. I really like these, and I still use these to this day. But these are kind of what got me into starting to use blush. Because originally, it was just powder, and that was it for my face. So, this is what got me into blush, and contouring, and bronzing, and all that good stuff. The next bronzer I have is a classic. It is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I've used a good bit of this. I haven't picked it up in quite a while because I have so many bronzing palettes now. But everybody talks about this because it smells so good. So that's kind of like the first official bronzer I bought myself. And then this little guy is the Luna highlighter. I also got in one of my Ipsy bags a few years ago. This was the first highlighter I ever owned, and it is so pretty. Let me swatch it. It is so pretty, and I still use it to this day. Hopefully my camera will focus. Let's see. There we go. But yeah, still use it, just don't use it all that much, because like I said, I have so much makeup. I just rotate everything every day, so nothing really gets panned or used a ton. Let's talk about brushes for a few minutes. The first like face makeup brush I ever bought, because I've always used sponges, was this guy right here. This is the Eco Tools, I think it's called like a buffing brush, buffing bronzer brush, something like that, but it's really big and bulky, and I really liked it for when I was starting to do bronzer and stuff. I don't ever use this anymore. It's just been sitting in a drawer because I have better brushes now. That's not a bad one, but yeah. The next one I have, I still use to this day. This one's so old. This is the Wet n Wild, I think it's for bronzer, not bronzer, contour. So this is the contour brush. This was like $1, and it's so good. Eyeliner. I've been doing eyeliner for years and years and years. So this is the Revlon Color Stay. Still use it to this day on my inner waterline. And then what is this? Oh, this isn't an eyeliner. This is a brow pencil. Also got this in one of my Ipsy bags a few years ago. The name's kind of rubbed off on it, but it kind of like, it like rolls out, and it's kind of like the Anastasia Brow Wiz. And then it's got the little spoolie for your brows. Basically, when I signed up for the Ipsy bag a few years ago, that's what really got me into makeup. So I still have like my originals that I got in those bags a few years ago. I'm very like sentimental. I keep stuff and I'm like, oh, but it like has value. Like it was my first one, first makeup thing, whatever. So I'm bad about throwing stuff away. I am a hoarder. I will say it. The next thing we have, these guys are what got me into liquid lipstick. These are the NYX Lip Lingerie. First shade I ever got was Bedtime Flirt. I don't use these anymore because I can't stand them. They are so drying, and then they flake off and they just get everywhere. So I loved them when I first started, but now that I know there are better things out there, I don't ever reach for these anymore. So back into the drawer they go. Let's talk about concealer. Pretty sure this was the first concealer I ever bought. It is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I still use this sometimes to like do my concealer before my eyeshadow. So I'll use it occasionally. It doesn't get used often, but you know, I still like to keep it just to have in case. The next thing I have, this is like the only mascara I've ever used, like used all of and had to buy another one. So this is my second tube. I don't really reach for it as much as I used to. But it's the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. And this is a dupe to the IT Cosmetics Superhero. $5. I love Essence mascaras. I have like, let's see, I have at least 4 of them, I know. There's one more. There it is. So I have all 3 of the Lash Princesses, and then I have the Lashes of the Day, which is my favorite by Essence. And the last thing I'm going to talk about in this video is, this was my first eyeshadow palette. And I got it for my birthday one year. I don't remember when this came out. But yeah, I used it the other day because I was like, oh, I'm going to use it again and like try to pan it out or whatever. It burned my eyes so bad, so pretty sure this is expired. Pretty sure a lot of this is expired. The little thing on the back that tells you when you're supposed to throw it away is rubbed off, so if that tells you anything. But Naked 2 Basics by Urban Decay. This one's got some good use out of it. These 2 were my favorites. This one especially. This is like $29. You can still buy it to this day, so I will probably end up replacing it. If I want to use it again, I'm probably just going to throw this one away because I think it's expired, so that can't be good. But yeah, these were just kind of like my first makeup products. Not really first ever, but like growing up and getting into makeup, these were my first good makeup products. So hopefully I didn't bore you too much with this video. I thought it'd just be fun to do. I was looking through all my stuff and I was like, oh, that's what got me into makeup. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you like to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, it would mean so much to me. Until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. Happy Thanksgiving.